All right, guys, welcome to the first ever RCG 380 show. I'm joined by Jessie and Payton. We go back to September 12th, a very important day. Payton had first pitch at Long Island Ducks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let's get into that.
So I remember pulling up. It was some of the most exciting time in my life. I was there and I was like, I'm about to throw a pitch in front of like thousands of people. And I was like, I can't wait to do this. And then when I did it, it was like, I was a little bit nervous. And then I throw the pitch and it hits the ground about 5 feet before the home plate.
You kept saying it, right?
And it was still a great time.
Yeah, no, you did great. I mean, especially everybody looking at you.
Yeah.
How was he before this?
So before the pitch, he was very nervous leading up to it, but very confident as we're coming to the stadium, right? So Payton had been playing baseball most of his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually, leading up to it, was starting to pitch in the season that he was in. So he was confident leading into it, but I think getting on that field, actually being the major league distance away, was...
I misjudged,
Listen, it's difficult. I watched 50 Cent throw a worse pitch than you, so...
If it was a normal, if it was like my normal field, I would have strike.
Forget about it. Yeah.
But it was great. I mean, the whole experience, the Ducks Stadium, everything you've lined up for us has been it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, given this situation, what Peyton's gone through and the whole family, you've been, and your foundation been the bright spot going forward. Every time we feel like we do a setback, there's a new event where he gets to be, and Peyton's told me before, I don't want to be Payton with cancer. Yeah. I just want to be Payton. And I think in these events, he gets to be Payton again, right? He gets to be a kid. Yes, he's in the spotlight of throwing the first pitch.
Yeah.
But how cool to throw a first pitch?
It's amazing.
Get your own tour of Yankee Stadium, to do all these other really cool events that I tell him, you heard me earlier, these once-in-a-lifetime things, that's what you get to look back on, right? Instead of worrying about 3 years I fought leukemia. Yeah, that's your story. But I got to do all these things. You know, one day you get to have kids and people that don't know you at 12. And you get to say, oh, yeah, and here's the video of me throwing a first pitch. No one gets to do that.
That's amazing. And for people who know the background story, Jess, could you share?
So it was Christmas Eve of 2024.
No, 2023.
Was it 23?
It was.
Oh boy,
23.
Even worse. So
Christmas
Eve of 23. Payton had been struggling for about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, with just this like on again, off again illness.
We thought it was TMJ or something not serious
RSV,
at all.
We couldn't figure it out. So he was at his dad's house. A little backstory: he spends 1 week with his dad, 1 week with us and his mom. He's at his dad's house, and his dad calls us and is just saying, "Hey, he's really off. So I'm gonna take him to urgent care." I think dad takes you twice to urgent care?
Twice, maybe 3 times.
And then
they did nothing.
Yeah, it's RSV. It's RSV. Kick him back. And Amanda, his mom, who's an ER nurse, takes him to, which is now NYU, Little Brookhaven Hospital, and to an amazing doctor.
Which
Dr. Donnie.
Yes. Shout her
Donnie
out.
Rivas.
Yep.
She's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal, and listened. So often, especially with pediatrics, they are just trying to diagnose and get you out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not doing blood, because a lot of times with pediatrics, it's big signs for nothing. But Amanda knew right away, right? And she's like, something's wrong with my son. He's off. So we bring him in. Again, this is Christmas Eve, because we're sitting there and we have big feasts. Amanda's very Italian. She does the Feast of Seven Fishes every year. So the whole family's there, my family, her family, and Peyton's just off. He's sitting there. He looks at her finally and says, Mommy, I don't care. Santa can take all the Christmas presents back. I just want to feel better, right? Something like that, right, bud? And how often does a 10-year-old say, I need to go to the hospital?
Exactly.
So mom listens, takes him. I'm now in a house full of family that I barely know. Me and Amanda had just gotten together 4 months before that. And my son, his older brother, I had stepkids at the time. They were at the house. And I got Christmas still to put on.
Yeah.
We had Christmas Day to go on. No one knows. So maybe an hour later, I get the call from Amanda, hysterical crying. As soon as they took his blood and Dr. Donnie felt his lymph nodes, everything was spiked. His white blood cell count It's supposed to be, I don't have the right number. It's like in the low hundreds, like 100 something when you're a sick child. He was in the thousands. So right away, they got the blood back and said, man, it's cancer. We don't know what kind. We don't know what's going on, but it's cancer. Well, now, unfortunately, Amanda's family is also all in the system. So her uncle Charles, who works in the blood lab, comes up. This is how I'm starting to meet family members. She calls me, calls dad. His dad and his stepmom come. And an uncle I've never met before comes around the corner and is just staring at me. And I was like, I don't know who this is.
I honestly think if it was any other doctor, they would have just blown me off again.
Yeah,
I could have died. I
Donnie
could have
Rivas
died.
is hands down a lifesaver. The way he was at, because the next day we're in Stony Brook and he crashes. Once he's hooked up to all the equipment, probably the worst day of Amanda's life. I can only imagine what Tyler, his dad, was going through. I know what we were going through, but straight down, I don't think he would have made it another day had she not found out. So I mean, again, Donnie Rivas really saved Peyton's life and became instant family that day. Her and Amanda were really close. I had some working with her with my job, but she saved his life. And Stony Brook Children's Cancer Center has been phenomenal with us through Peyton's episodes.
Yes.
All right, childhood cancer is not easy, and it's rough emotionally on him and physically on him, obviously. And they've been top notch. Child Life, all of the oncologists, all of the nurses there. Right, we see them
I would be in the little rooms they have set up, struggling and thinking about how much I had it kind of badly, and then Child Life would pop in and just give me something that would be, even if it was small, it would just boost me up so much that like the being at chemo that day wouldn't even matter that much.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have how many resources they give to the children. Like, I can't speak on the adult side, but you've got Mike and Lauren of Child Life are just
Lauren's amazing,
rock stars, and then I don't know all of the other, like they have art therapy that comes in. His acupuncture therapy comes in, and it'll change. Like sometimes we're there for hours, and he can be in a really bad mood. Understandably, we've been doing this almost 3 years now.
3 years,
and he'll come in. Someone will come in and they'll do art with him, and it just changes his whole mood. Sometimes they'll come in and they'll ruin his mood, but
yeah.
But and they are so good with him. Like he could be in the worst mood, giving them grief, and everyone's smiling, trying their best, doing everything. When we went through some struggles, he's got the port that sometimes is bad to access. But I had nothing but great things to say about Stony Brook Children's Hospital. Has been, we wouldn't have gone anywhere else.
That's amazing. And they're so great working with our foundation. As a parent, as a patient, what's one thing, like say there's somebody listening right now, their child's just being diagnosed. What mentally can you say to prepare?
You want to lead it?
Just be ready. It might be hard, but keep going. Keep pushing. Don't give up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can, it's like almost anything else with life, right? We always talk about like, no one's ready to have kids, right? Yeah. You think you prepare for it, you save all your money up, never be ready. Cancer, it will rock you. No matter how foundationally based you think you are, no one is prepared for, we talk in our family all the time, obviously Peyton's gone through it, but you watch what it does to the family. I mean, it will emotionally drain you completely. It will make any rational decision that you think you had, it will go the opposite way sometimes. Yeah. And it's, at the end of the day, we all got to focus on, our, what we call our leukemia warrior going forward. But like we said earlier in the podcast, some days he just wants to be treated like a kid. Yeah. And we fought for almost 2 years to get back to school. I mean, it's everything. It's not only just, you go through the first couple of weeks. We were, the four of us with him, were in the hospital with him for 2 to 3 straight weeks. Okay. And then you get home and you're like, okay, it's just begun. There's nights where he's in so much pain. The only thing that will make him feel better is a bath, right? And then you got to battle your tiredness with what he needs. I can't make him feel better. right? And that's going to upset him
Mhm.
because what's my job, Amanda's job, and his other parents' jobs, will make you feel better. I can't do that.
It's a lot. It's like 24/7. What's like one outlet that you guys, just to get yourself a mental break, that you use in both cases?
So as a kid or an adult, if you have cancer, if you're whatever you do that you love,
But
don't give that up. Keep doing it, even if it's physically like hard for you. Find a way to do it.
Tell them about what
Find
you
a
do.
way to do it. I ride dirt bikes and I race go-karts.
Oh,
So I would never give that up in my whole life.
All right. And then when you're there, you're just in that moment.
Mhm.
Yep. And
Yeah.
that's what we said. He's
Yeah.
just Peyton again.
I love
Right?
it.
That's the thing he loves the most in the world is that bike. So when we first got back from the hospital after his diagnosis, we got him at the time the biggest bike he ever rode, and he was so sick he could barely stand, but you couldn't stop him from getting on that
He got
bike.
him.
He got on that bike. It was his first clutch bike. He learned how to shift and ride, and he killed it. And then this year for Christmas, we got him his newest biggest bike,
hmm
and
What kind of bike?
It's a Honda CRF 150R. It's very fast. It's
Giddy
like,
up.
oh
Yeah.
it's his first real racing bike.
Wow.
And it was new to all of us. Starting it's brand new, all of it's a lot different.
difficult.
But just seeing it, and he said to me on the bike before, kind of broke down. He's like, Jesse, when I'm on the bike, I don't have cancer anymore.
It's like you put the helmet on and it's like your whole different thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to be confined to yourself. You can be something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not.
Exactly.
And I think for the the caregiver version, the easiest thing and the hardest thing is you can't live in it. Yes, he's got it. He's going to get through it. You got to keep saying that. You got to stay positive, even when it doesn't look like he's going to get through it. Because all he needs, the last thing he needs is to see you have doubt.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Absolutely.
and it's difficult. I mean, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think I've always tried to stay positive. Like, Peyton, you're going to get through this. Even days he's like,
yes.
I don't want to get through it. So, well, too bad, buddy. We're going to do it.
Let's
Right?
go. Yeah.
Because you're 11, you don't get to quit. Right.
Amen.
And we push through.
12 now.
12 now, yeah. But now you give him the little goal, right? And you set ones for yourself too. Like June is when he's supposed to be done with treatment.
Okay.
For the
Can't wait.
major part.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, this is a lifelong thing.
Okay.
But June is ring the bell. So I keep telling him, right? Every time he goes to an LP, which is a lumbar puncture.
I have one later this week.
Yeah, Tuesday.
hmm
It's your final one. But I kept
Awesome.
telling him, I said, buddy, we have 5 more months. He goes, steroid weeks are the worst weeks.
Okay.
Steroid weeks are the worst because your child stops becoming your child. He's angry, he's irritable, he's hungry, right?
All
And
the time.
For him,
Always.
what's
What's your go-to food?
everything.
What he said.
Yeah, something hot. He likes spicy stuff.
Okay.
And it changes, it's and the steroids stuff he loves, he doesn't want anymore,
Yeah.
and stuff he's never liked, he wants.
Oh, okay.
So it's weird on how it changes, but it changes his body, and then his
Yeah.
confidence will change.
Yeah.
He'll go
Yeah.
from a skinny kid to, and he'll blow up, and then school kids are mean.
Yeah.
People don't understand. People don't care.
And you just went to a new school? Like you went?
Not him.
Not, yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
He goes to St. Patrick's.
But I had been
Catholic
away.
school.
I had been away, not seeing any of my friends for about, 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Oh,
And I go back, and it's like some of my friends, it's like they're not my friends anymore.
Yeah.
My whole friend group is like, feels like they're kind of deserting me a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, he came on strong. He's got such a great personality to begin with.
yeah, absolutely. Rockstar.
Yeah, he really is. He's so easy to get along with.
Yeah.
That he just readapted to new friends,
Okay.
right? And he's got everyone wants to hang out with Peyton, right?
I do.
So, yeah. So luckily for him, that friend group that kind of disappeared, their loss,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But that's also hard to tell him, like, hey, buddy, like, it's not your fault. I always teach all of the boys
Mhm.
that, like, when someone's going through at home, they usually project onto you. So if someone's being mean to you at school,
Yeah.
it says way more about them than it does about you,
Exactly.
right? Someone's
Yeah.
being mean to you online because they're sad inside,
Exactly.
right? So, but I mean, 10, 11, 12, where he's at now the past 3 years.
It's a rough age group. You know,
It's
you and I have
tough.
been there.
Tough.
Now, I know that you're a person of faith and you have a really great love for Jesus. How does that play a factor? I know that.
You pray a lot. You pray a lot. It, in a way, it brings you closer because you feel it. You like, you sometimes you can feel yourself like gonna get through it because of him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He stayed real
Well,
strong, and then so does his mother. I mean, Amanda's entire side of the family is very religious. You had told me before, I don't know if you want to speak about it, but you said you had like kind of an experience.
Yeah, so I've had a couple experiences that have brought me closer. I was reading a book about saints, and I was like, man, I could never be like these people. And then in my head, I heard it. You can do this. It was like, you can do this, son. So I'm like, okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's testament.
Yeah, and like I said before, he goes to Catholic school. So does his older brother. He goes. His older brother goes to St. John the Baptist now. He's the one who's in the new school.
Okay.
Peyton goes to St. Patrick's. He's been there. They're amazing. They really are. They love him. Unfortunately, that school just recently, right before he got diagnosed, lost one of their students to cancer as well. So and her name was Pearl. But they've been with Pearl and with Peyton. They've been amazing. So it's really, I mean, it's a phenomenal school and group of people. But I mean,
It's like a family. It's like a big giant family of 500 kids.
yeah.
Where is the school located again?
And Bayshore.
Bayshore,
Bayshore.
yeah.
Okay.
SPS Bayshore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's so important to have the community behind you, your teachers, your classmates, your
Yeah.
family.
Mhm.
And,
You know.
and faith-based, he's really taught me. So I came into the situation, I grew up, I wasn't very faith-based. I mean, my mother is spiritual. But
Okay.
when you say spiritual, you mean, I didn't really go to
Church.
church very often. I mean, I made first communion and then stopped. And then I had kids and I converted to Judaism just to find something when I was in the military. And since being with his mother, you know, and he challenged me, his brother really challenges me. But it's so great learning from all of them and finding that faith. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm picking up books again and learning and trying to get a relationship with whatever's above us, right? Because you sit there, like we said before about when you get this news,
Yes.
the easy thing is like, why? He can't be real. Why? Who would do this to a child?
Yeah. It's the first
Right.
thing.
You got to think everything is a growth-based test, right? Payne's going to make it through. But even if he didn't, it's testing you in some way, right?
Yeah.
I always look at the book of Job, which is the biggest test
Yeah.
you ever faced. And our family's going through it. We have test after test after test.
Yeah. It's one,
Yeah, like recently my brother, like 3 days ago, or yesterday, right? That was
He came home
yesterday.
yesterday.
He came home yesterday. He
Yep.
had his appendix removed.
Yep. The emergency appendectomy.
wow.
Yeah.
So
14.
14 years old.
Yeah.
I
Everybody's
was
so
in
young.
there. Yeah, I was in there and I was like, that reminds me of myself just about 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the other thing I was amazed when you guys gave me that shirt, you're dealing with so much, and then you do charity. Tell me about that charity that you did and how much money you raised.
Oh, yeah. So Alex's lemonade stand, I was thinking, okay, how can I help other kids like me? And then we found a foundation.
Mhm.
We set up a lemonade stand outside of Mastic, right?
Yeah, Mastic Ambulance Company,
Mhm.
Oh,
who have been, Mastic Ambulance Company is one of the companies I work for. They are phenomenally supportive. I mean, everyone's family.
Yeah.
So they're always checking on Peyton, coming to see him. We have nothing but the volunteers and the paid staff there. Once you tell them, like, hey, this is the thing, they bring you right in. So we brought Alex's lemonade stand to them, and it was a no-brainer for them. So absolutely set up on the street right when they were doing a, what was it? It wasn't the Christmas. It was some parade
Some
going by.
parade, yeah.
And, you know, we were on the parade route. Everyone's coming by, and, you know, we got, I mentioned Pearl earlier, but a picture of him and a picture of Pearl. And I think we
raised $1,000.
Yeah, I think it
think.
might have been a little more with the online stuff, but it was great. And we hand built the lemonade stand.
That's
which we still have, and we're going to do it again.
that community is amazing. Also,
The Mastic
where we
Shirley
just did that.
community, as well as Bellport, Brookhaven, Hagerman community, two of the best ones to be a part of. I mean, Brookhaven Fire Department, which where I'm a volunteer at, also we've done 3 blood drives for Peyton because with his cancer, it's all blood related.
Mhm.
He needs frequent blood transfusions
all the time, like
Yeah.
monthly. At least.
Thankfully, he hasn't needed many bone marrows, but it's in his spinal fluid, it's in his bone marrow, it's all his fighting cells. He's got T cell ALL, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So his fighting cells are fighting his fighting cells.
Oh, okay, they're at war with.
Yeah.
And then the
himself.
other part of that was we had like a running thing. That was
Yeah. So we did every mile we did, and me and his mother.
somebody
and
could
his
pledge
brothers.
to you, and
Yeah.
then I'll do $1 for every mile you run.
Yeah, I
or
think that was
bike.
also part of Alex's lemonade stand.
Yeah, it was.
And
Oh,
Mastic, I mean, I have to shout out Tracy O'Mudson is she's the director at Mastic, her and her husband, and I sent it over to her. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get everyone involved." All the volunteers, all the paid staff
That's
doing our walks. I mean, you got EMTs, all the first responders walking, logging their miles. Every mile donated a couple dollars to it. It was just wonderful to see.
everybody involved.
Everyone
And then
came
I
together.
remember on my YouTube page, I posted about it
Yeah.
on my YouTube page, and it got overwhelming support from that. And I remember people donating from that,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, a
That's-
couple people.
Phenomenal, and it's both fire departments or 2.
So all the fire departments really help out. Me and his uncle are part of Brookhaven Fire Department, so they've been really the like spearheading it for us. The auxiliary has been in charge of setting up all the blood drives, and the women of the auxiliary are phenomenal.
Nice.
There's a whole community. It is one big family.
Okay.
I remember when I came in, they told me like, "Oh, you're part of South Country now, and we
Okay.
don't let you leave."
So
And they haven't let me leave.
Hey, I love it. That's what support's about.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by like when somebody is going through something themselves and they're like, this person needs help.
Yeah.
And it just like, I was amazed when your mom told me about that. And then I got the shirt. Thank you
Yeah.
again for that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. And then, with all the work you do in the fire departments and you're a veteran.
Yes. Yeah.
So served 2 times.
Yeah. So I did almost 11 years. I was in the Army for almost 11 years, deployed a couple times. And it really, it changes your perspective on a lot of things. I don't think leaving the military, I didn't think anything could rock me until what happened with Peyton. It was just, you're never going to be ready for a child to go through that. You can be ready for yourself, right?
Sure.
You're ready for other adult family members. Okay, this is part of life. It happens.
Yeah.
For me, one of the hardest parts after him getting to a point where I was like, okay, he's going to make it, is being able to look at his mother and be like, hey, he's going to get through this, but you're never going to be out of the woods because life just keeps hitting you. Something else is going to happen, and I need to mentally prepare her for that. And how you tell a mother who's watched her youngest baby say, hey, you have to be okay with him struggling right now.
Yeah.
That was so tough. It's still tough.
Absolutely.
And then, like he said about his brother, it just doesn't stop.
And this is your wife is what, a veteran also?
She was, yes, Amanda was a Marine. She did, she served in the Marines for at least 4 years.
So was my dad.
Yep. His dad was a Marine also. That's where they met.
Okay.
Yeah. And, not his stepmom though. No, she's a veteran of dealing with all of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyler and Amanda were both Marines. I was in the Army.
Yeah.
And, you got arguably some of the strongest people.
Yeah.
Amanda's an ER nurse. She's been in tier 1 trauma centers, dealing with everything
Wow.
else in Tennessee. And then here, and I'm an EMT and fireman. You think you're ready to go. And
Yeah.
nothing will prepare you for the battle he's had to go through. And then, like I said earlier, with some of the treatment's so barbaric, it basically kills him to make him better.
Okay.
All the chemo is destroying every part of his body.
I used to look horrible. My face was like completely puffed up. I had like no hair.
Oh yeah, when he lost his hair,
I
me and his
looked
father
really
shaved
bad.
our heads.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his dad never got his hair back, but
I hear
Well, he starts to get it back, but then he shaves it again because
Yeah.
he likes it.
yeah, it's what everyone
It's
who,
kinda
who shaves it and says they like it, they don't have a choice. No, but I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
very tough. No tougher than on him. But watching for them, for his dad and his mom and his stepmom who's been with him for most of his life,
Mhm.
watching someone they raised go through it, and then for me coming in, my son is almost the same age as him, only a couple months younger. Everything I watched Peyton go through, was a child I am newer to, or was newer to at the time. And it was stuck with me. Thinking about my son.
Yeah.
And, oh man. So you put yourself in their shoes as much as you can, and then you're still like a little bit of the outsider. So it's tough for all of us. I mean, I probably had it the easiest out of everyone. But just being able to sit there and try and support his dad and his mom as best I can, support him and his brother. I had the time when he got sick, his brother was 12, his age now, being able to like, hey bud, I got to bring you, like we talked about when he got diagnosed, I had to do Christmas Day with the kids as if it was a regular Christmas Day, and then look at his older brother and say, all right, we got to go to the hospital now. And I knew what was happening, but he didn't know yet.
And
Because I can't take that from his dad and his mom,
Mhm.
right? So all he knew was something's bad.
Yeah.
And he gets there, and his brother is strong silent type, and just watching him break down. It's my little brother that I can't protect right now.
yeah.
Because he had this machine that was doing leukophoresis in him. It was in his thigh, right? Bud?
Oh, that was horrible. I hated
And it
that.
basically took his blood out, cycled it in a machine, and put it back into him.
I don't remember that hardly at all. I just have the scar.
gee.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Absolutely miserable, but needed.
Mhm.
Because it took all that bad blood out, all that cancerous blood. And we had to sit there and wait. Like I said, his white blood cell count was in the thousands. And they had to bring it down. And then it was gone. And it was called neutropenic. And when he became neutropenic, now we have to worry about what he's eating, what he can and can't eat, who he could be around. This is where the
That's the
illnesses
other thing. I
can-
didn't even
can
think
really
about
take him
that.
out. Yeah. Everything.
Wow.
One of his brothers, he's got a youngest brother now from his dad, who's 1. And a simple thing, a cough
I love him
cold.
so much.
is, an admission for him.
Wow.
We've had
Yeah, because
so
he goes to
many-
daycare, so
so
we have no other
many
choice.
random weird things, right, bro? Like you went to North Carolina, your face blew up.
Yeah, that was weird.
I think it
Wow.
was. I don't even.
You
remember
just
what
never
it's
know
called.
when or how something can affect
I just
you.
assume, right?
Yeah.
And you ask
Yeah.
the question of what to tell.
It's almost
new
like being
parents.
allergic.
Assume they're going to get sick again.
Okay.
Assume you frequent hospitals. We got lucky. He hasn't been truly admitted. I mean, I think we did 2 days a month or so
Yeah.
ago, but he hasn't been truly admitted for almost a year. And we were in there. Did the first 3 weeks. We were home for a little bit. Then you were back for a week, and you were home for a little bit. There's some kids that are almost living in there during the treatment.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we've gone there and visited. I just want to bring up one last thing. So the Ambi Graziani Fund, which you guys were part of for the first pitch on the stadium tour,
Mm-hmm.
April 12th, we're going to do a ceremonial puck drop and tour in stadium. And, I just want to know, like, how is that, like, for us, it's very fulfilling to be part of your family, to see things. How do you guys prepare for something like that? Do you, like, you're going to be in front of people, you're going to get the family together?
He's
Is
so
it-
easy. I swear.
So for me, I love attention. So
He's so easy with
Yeah.
it. He's just ready to go. I mean, with your foundation, the other ones, they sent him once to the baseball writers dinner, and he got to meet Garrett Cole.
that was awesome.
It-
I got to meet Shohei Ohtani,
Yeah.
Garrett Cole,
so
some of the
like,
best guys in
so
it.
he's ready to go for us. It's
Yeah.
like, even like being here, you kind of thrust it into certain situations. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't really know what we're gonna do, and then like, do I stand with him? Do we stand behind him? Because you want it to be about him.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to, like we spoke about before, isolate him, make him think, okay, well, you're special, so that's why you're here, right? It's just like, this is a really cool thing that we're all doing.
Yeah.
And your foundation has made that so easy for us with the stadium tour, with the first pitch. You brought everyone onto the field, and it didn't make anyone feel awkward. So
I
I think for
remember-
us to
yeah.
prepare, it was super simple because of your foundation.
With the Ducks game, it wasn't just me. Like,
Right.
I remember my stepbrother Carter and my friend, we all got to do it together, and it wasn't just me doing it. So I didn't feel like I was just there because I have cancer.
Yeah.
That's the biggest part for me.
Yeah, and that was great. I mean, the Ducks, you guys set up something great, but the Ducks were also phenomenal because they came and saw us, and we came with, we had 2 of your friends?
I think
It was Landon and who else?
Landon and Morgan, yeah.
So 2 of his best friends from here came with us. So it was his brothers, Carter and Charlie, and Landon and Morgan. We all went, and they came and saw, and there was like some events, like, oh, we need like 2 of you.
Yeah.
And then they saw how many, and they got everyone involved. Everyone on the field, all the kids together. I mean, I didn't get to watch any of the games, so I was up and down bringing them back and forth, but everything from start to finish,
And the Ducks won.
and the Ducks won.
Oh,
You know, it was
Let's go
just top
Cracker Jack.
notch. Yeah. And listen, I'm a Mets fan, so we don't do a lot of winning. But yeah, it was great.
awesome.
The Envy Graziano Fund has been, like you said, with everything else, family to us. And as a large part with your organization, but for you, Rob, like, I mean, you're in our phone book as cousin Rob. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
Nice.
you know, when we get a message from you or a call from you, everyone gets excited.
Oh, thank you. I'll be over for the 7.
It's a Feast of Seven Fishes, you know?
Yes. Miss those days. But I just want to thank both of you for being part of the first ever RCG
Oh,
385.
we
Of course,
thank you
it was-
for inviting us. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was a great time. I loved it.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, join us next week. We'll see you soon.